evidence was under your nose the whole time.
Oh my gosh, fishy, I just got it. Okay, sorry.
What?
I mean, I have arsenic, but like, I'm not... It's not me. I don't really know what to say about that.
Elementary, my dear Bose. You must be in elementary if you think that is correct.
A motive of crime.
What? Uh-oh.
For me, it's between Bose and Joven, but I'm leaning more toward Bose.
Does it hurt being this dumb?
Ladies and gentlemen, there's been a murder.
Oh God!
Egads.
And I've called you all here today because we need to solve this murder. In front of you, you'll notice you have 4 clue cards. Those are clues. And 4 means cards, which is the means of the murder. I'm your forensic scientist, and we're gonna figure this out together.
What's your forensic scientist name?
Migos. Amigos. Now, as you've looked at your cards, you've noticed one of you is a murderer. And we're gonna find out who you are. Or we may not.
Why are you dressed like a weird voodoo daddy?
It's Keith.
What?
Why do you have 2 glasses on?
One's prescription.
Oh my God.
Location. Cause of death.
Okay.
General impression. Trace at the scene. Social relationship. Victim's identity. Now I need all of you to close your eyes.
I thought you were gonna say.
No, dude, if there's a murderer around,
Yeah, should we
I
really be
refuse
closing
to
our
close my
eyes?
eyes.
You already defined the murderer.
It's
Everyone
okay.
needs a nap.
We're all friends here, or as I like to say, Migos. Everyone make sounds. Murderer, open your eyes. Murder, open your eyes. Murderer, point to your clue. Murderer, close your eyes. Everybody shut up.
This is the most important clue, because it's the first one.
Male,
Oh.
victim's identity. Social relationship. Migos. Friends.
Okay.
Interesting.
Migos.
Wait, what was it? Amigos or friends?
Friends.
Oh, friends.
Amigos.
God damn it, yeah.
Location. Restaurant.
Interesting.
So the victim was male. He possibly had friends.
Cause of death.
Poisoning.
Trace at the scene. Fingerprint.
Okay.
Okay.
And the general impression from everyone?
It's fishy. Okay.
Fishy. Okay.
Well, right off the bat, I see that giant, looks like a poisonous or warning symbol, but it's a sulfuric acid. So I don't know much poisoning. I mean, I have arsenic, but like, I'm not, it's not me. I don't really know what to say about that. The closest thing I see is sulfuric acid. That's my deliberation, because I'm not really seeing anything else for, I mean, I guess you could like inhale something from explosives and poison it, but the closest thing I'm seeing is the sulfuric acid.
1.
First of all, the first bullet that he put down was male, and the first thing that pops out to me is this male photograph right here. Now, there's a lot of other things that could be deemed male, like maybe a dumbbell, because a lot of men work out, let's just say. But that is the most male thing that I can find is this photograph. The second thing that he put down, I believe, was restaurant. towel, takeout, these things can be in a restaurant, but dirty water can be in a restaurant. Another thing that was put on was fingerprint, and the one thing that I can see is a fingerprint. A gun would leave a fingerprint, that's a sniper, or a dirty water glass could leave a light bulb, I guess, could. Those are the clues that I'm seeing.
So the mail thing is what's throwing me off a little bit. I know Joven's stuff over there almost looks like it could be like a hotel room style thing gone wrong. There's handcuffs, there's panties,
First of all,
there's a
gone
whip.
wrong, I don't think so.
There's handcuffs, there's panties, there's a whip. So if they were friends, which I think was the second or third thing that was brought up, that could be a romantic misunderstanding. That's what I would see. Sulfuric acid doesn't poison, it burns. Arsenic poisons. Mercury can poison for sure, not to incriminate myself. But as for restaurant, I can see a lot of things working. There's food on mine, there's food on yours, there's a cigarette and a painting, that could easily be a place. I don't know, I totally get what Bose was saying about Wes, but I still, jury's out. The only thing I don't see is there would not be a way to poison on Joven's.
Poisonous needle.
Oh, poisonous
what?
needle? I thought those were Wolverine
Oh my
claws.
god!
It's poison.
Okay, well, it's Joe. No. I'm just kidding. But anyway, mail is big important to me, and I think it would have to do with, like, relationship-y stuff, possibly. And time on me.
Okay, so just right off the bat, the only two people at the table who do not have weapons that include poison are Mari and myself. So Damien has mercury, you have both arsenic and dirty water, and Joven has a poisonous needle. So it's got to be one of the three of these people.
Said the murderer.
Male. I would say Joven's stuff makes it look like a female would be committing the murder. Handcuffs, panties, confidential letter, the whip, all this sort of stuff. Maybe a call girl. Joven's a call girl. Then the other one,
Every
male, for the victim is the photograph. With the arsenic and the dirty water, which makes sense. You don't have anything that specifically says male in yours. So I'm thinking it's between Joven and Bose. I'm leaning a little more towards Joven because the first thing he put down was male, and there is that male photograph. I agree with Mari on that one. And she also has two things that could possibly poison.
Now, obviously, it's not me. Just saying. Yes, it says poisonous here, but if it was me, it would be whip and panties. Let's be real. So now that we've gotten me out of the running here because there was too many eyes on me, it does make sense. Bose put up a good argument. Hers, arsenic, is poisonous. Duh. Also, the fingerprints on a computer mouse. She's got that cute computer mouse over there. But more importantly, the photograph is great evidence of a male. At first, I thought we were looking at a male killer, and I thought that's what he was trying to communicate with us. It was too damning with the evidence. Also, can we take some time to understand better that I would definitely use a whip and panties. Friends, also, it's not dismember, it's like, don't diss the member, like the member of your crew, your friend.
Your amigo.
Time.
That has been the first deliberation.
Well, I'm one. He's over now.
That means I must replace a clue.
I would like to accuse Wes of farting. It smells on this side. Also may have been me.
So are you accusing yourself or Wes?
It was me.
Okay.
Give me your token.
Change out the clue, social relationship.
Oh, maybe friends was putting us in a different direction. A direction
Got it.
that he didn't like.
You sounded very film noir. Maybe it was to put us in a different direction. A direction he didn't like.
It was raining hard, I say.
Like hail, but
I
still
pull a card. A motive of crime.
What?
Uh-oh.
Why did he do it? Or she. But definitely she, because I'm pretty sure it's Bose.
Jealousy.
Oh, panties!
Jealousy. Oh, making noise.
Jealousy.
3, 2, 1, vote time.
Oh, motherfucker. This definitely makes me feel like Joven because, like, hatred, power, money, and justice are, like, all very far from, like, love themes. But love and jealousy are kind of in romance themes. And, like, if it wasn't in that realm, I feel like he would have picked anything else. I'm kind of tossed up between Joven and Wes, but I'm not really seeing anything for this clue on Wes's, but it's all up in Joven's. Also, poisonous needle, I missed that in the first place.
Halfway.
I don't know. I need another clue.
And time.
Yeah, I agree with Bose. The restaurant one is throwing us off, and that was the second clue that was given. Now, with the new one with jealousy, nothing is really popping up. But I'm still going off of, yes, he's got the poisonous needle. What could leave fingerprints and his outwardly male.
Probably panties.
I guess a photograph can cause jealousy. It is a good-looking man, and I still see dirty water as something that could be poisonous, something in a restaurant, and something that could leave fingerprints. And being poisoned by water that is fishy. Handcuffs, USB drive. Maybe a USB drive can cause jealousy.
You're stretching, madam.
I am very stretchy. I stretch every day.
Joven, you're acting like a real murderer.
Remember that time you touched your toes?
He loves doing that. He
it
loves
took me like 2 hours.
incriminating himself.
So I can still see Wes, Bose, and Joven at the moment.
I can see you too.
Thank you. Confidential letter makes a lot of sense for something like jealousy, like you said. This point.
Are you sure about that?
I'd say that both photograph and computer mouse can be something that I would interpret as leading to possible jealousy situations. But computer mouse you would not see in like anything but a land cafe. Photograph doesn't make sense with restaurant. Arsenic still does though. Mari has nothing restaurant related or poison, so I'm pretty much ready to rule her out. Fingerprints would be on the bottle there. So it is poison and it said restaurant. Dirty water is the only one I can think of that matches both of those together. However, none of the other reds really make sense right now for me. So if there's a magical extra clue that changes up Bose's reds for me somehow, fine. Otherwise, I'm still leaning to the side of the table and I don't need my extra time.
First of all, stop leaning over here. You have plenty of table over there.
I'm a very heavy man and my weight distributes as it will.
Wesley, go ahead and give your rubbish.
So I'm very much leaning toward Bose right now because I don't have any poison. Joven has the poisonous needle, but he doesn't have anything that really leaves fingerprints. The glass of dirty water, you always leave fingerprints on a glass, so that's a pretty obvious
Why
one.
is it dirty water?
It's also one of the only things besides my takeout that would be in a restaurant, with a glass very similar
What
to like
restaurants are y'all going to?
Dirty ones.
Glass very similar to that.
The ones with letter B's on the window.
The jealousy stuff.
Proposes
Jealousy stuff makes sense with the USB flash drive and the confidential letter for Joven, so like that makes sense for him. And the poisonous needle, so those kind of go together. But I'm leaning toward the dirty water and the photograph at the moment. Damien, I think, is out of the running for me because there's nothing that hits restaurant. There's the only thing that it hits is poison.
Lunchbox, but that's a
Well,
stretch.
that's true, yeah.
But
For me, it's between Bose and Joven, but I'm leaning more toward Bose.
Does it hurt being this dumb?
oof.
Because you, sir, are wrong!
You don't
What?
think it's Bose? Or
Nope, I know who it is.
who is it?
I'll
Well,
explain
go.
here.
Okay.
Are you using your token to accuse?
No, not yet. So first of all, what could you find in a restaurant that also is symbolic of jealousy? An apple. Madam, what did the Wicked Witch give to Snow White because she was jealous of her fairness?
Poisonous apple.
An apple.
Ooh.
And continuing on,
Why are you screaming,
Yeah.
dog?
kick and male. It's a male kicking. And if you kick a male in the nards, you can kill him.
But the cause of death is poisoning.
Restaurants are made out of bricks. Men kick.
You done.
Bad time.
You done.
Wait, hold on. Men kick.
Really puts Wes's turn in perspective, huh,
It
Joven?
is, it is kick.
Oh, our investigator goes to switching things.
What's it gonna
Not a
be?
ghost, I'm amigo. Amigos.
Ah,
Arnold Migos.
Casper.
Oh my gosh, fishy! I just got it. Okay, sorry.
What?
yes,
Okay.
the apple is fishy
Okay.
at the restaurant. What is he getting rid of?
Yeah, he's getting rid of fishy.
Fishy.
Oh, it's
He's getting rid of
way.
fishy.
Okay.
You know not of what is fishy.
Goodbye, fishy.
Hint on corpse.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Let's see what he puts it down on.
Speak to the great beyond. What did you put it on?
He didn't
He hasn't
yet.
put it on yet.
He's acting like a ghost again, but he's not a ghost.
Hand.
Okay.
The hint was on the hand.
Okay.
Third and final deliberation.
I'm gonna have to stick with my West thing. The only reason why I'm leaning towards that is because for death, for that particular card, the sulfuric acid, he either would have had to put severe injury or poisoning, like, to convey that card, for sure. And, like, I feel like most people would probably pick poisoning over severe injury, because just, like, you know, destroying the vein, like, who thinks of that as, like, severe injury? Because that's what I've been trying to figure out. I do think Joven was right when he said he wouldn't pick Poison Needle, because that's not very Joven. And
Halfway.
also, we keep looking at the handcuffs and the panties as a clue, but I'm pretty sure Flitz would have picked Hotel if that was the case. That's what we keep looking at.
Oh
and
man, we would
not.
have chosen Flitz's
Yeah.
house. That's what we're doing.
And restaurant, like, I'm looking at that little tray of food. I don't know, that could have been fishy too. Like, to me, this just screams that. I'm gonna accuse Wes.
With
Oh, I have to,
acid.
yeah, so I guess the tray and the sulfuric
Sulfuric
acid.
acid and take out.
Elementary, my dear Bose. You must be in elementary if you think that is correct.
Morgantown.
The revelation that I had, I know that he took this clue away, fishy, but it's because fish are in water, and the only thing that makes sense right now is this dirty water cup. Again, with the fingerprints, the jealousy with the photograph, the mail on the photograph itself. Dirty water leads to restaurant and poisoning, fingerprints. If the hint on the corpse is on the hand, that is the fingerprints left on the corpse. Would have had to use its hand in order to drink the dirty water, which would then lead to his or her death. So I'm gonna say dirty water, photograph, Bose is the murderer.
Okay.
Locked in. I had the fishy revelation at about the same time as Mari did when you said like, oh, fishy. I thought, what? Take out, it's got fish? Oh, nay. It's that dirty water there. I think photograph has a lot to do with friends and jealousy, things like that. That could very easily explain motive behind it, and that just happens to work. Sulfuric acid does make sense for poisoning. I understand what Bose is saying, that it would have to be one or the other, but that's also under the assumption that someone is drinking that bottle. Otherwise, sulfuric acid is severe injury. That's how it goes. That doesn't make sense for friends and jealousy. And as for the Joven thing, I think he's just having fun with us.
Detective Raisins have fun?
Is full of,
I
stuff.
don't think so.
So, I'm just gonna
he just
echo.
doesn't know how to play the game yet.
That's
A little bit of
also
that.
100% true. I'm gonna lock it down on photograph and dirty water with Miss Bose there. Oh,
Western.
and I would like to take this time to thank my parents and my friends at Smosh Games.
Aww, oh my god, he called us friends.
You guys.
He didn't say which ones were friends. Just said there is more than one.
I would like to thank my friends at Smosh Games. My enemies know that I'm coming. 30.
Okay, so yeah, it came down to the same thing that both Mari and Damien got from me. I'm leaning very heavily toward the dirty water and the photograph. There's also the poisonous needle, the handcuffs, the USB flash drive, and the confidential letter for Joven, which is really, really tough. The confidential letter makes sense with the poisonous needle, poison, but the only thing that really makes sense to me is the dirty water and the photograph.
Boy, if we're all wrong on this,
Yeah, this
that's
is about to be really embarrassing.
Of course you are all wrong!
30 seconds.
Tell us
You're
why.
the actual murderer.
The evidence was under your nose the whole time! That was more Mel Brooks from any movie. But only the evidence is only under one nose, and that nose is Mari because the cards are under her
What?
nose. I was wrong with the kick, of course, duh.
Okay.
Where do you go with your friends? What restaurant do you go with your friends? Obviously to get pizza. And the best pizzas come from brick ovens. Brick oven, the brick, and the apple. How did she would choose the most obscure cards under her? So I here traded my badge to accuse Mari, who uses the apple and the brick.
Very male things.
Also, they were definitely poisoned.
Yes.
Bricks are
By
poisonous.
the brick.
No! The apple and the poison, Flitz wasn't aware. You'll all laugh when you see that I am right.
Okay.
You have 20 more seconds to deliberate.
I've had a pretty good day. I woke up this morning, brushed my teeth in the shower to consolidate time. I also used my left hand to brush my teeth because it uses the opposite side of my brain. I had to skip breakfast today because I didn't want to miss my call time, but I made it here and we had some fun and we accused each other of killing someone. And when I go home tonight,
So now that the deliberations are done,
I rest my case.
And your voice.
Bose is assuming Wes. The items you chose were the food and the arsenic. I'm sorry, but you are incorrect.
Oh, mother clucker.
Ovenshire's deliberation was amazing.
It is Captain Raisins to Detective Raisins to you.
Detective Raisin's deliberation
I was Captain Raisins, then I left the force.
beautiful
Private Eye.
nonsense I've ever heard. No one orders apples at a pizza place.
Thank you.
Or puts apples on their pizza.
Okay, first of all, let's not knock it till you
Do
try it.
apples
Have you
belong
tried
on
it?
pizza?
With gorgonzola, yes or no?
Yes, you could do a gorgonzola salad pizza.
Hold on, are we saying I'm wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't got a clue, homie. The last three, I believe, agreed. Pose with the dirty water
She's still laughing.
and the photo. And as much as I would love to say you are correct, you are.
It was the apple! I get it!
All right.
He's
good
the
job.
something fishy!
Good job, guys. Good job.
Thanks,
Good job.
Jason
All right,
Mimosa.
see ya.
What just happened?
I think that was a Justice Venger.
We got the murderer!
Oh, and
We
now,
cracked our first investigation. It only took 5 of us to do
can
it.
I at least have a trial? I'd like a lawyer.
Oh, I'm a great lawyer!
No.
I represent both!
No. I'd like to represent myself. I want to represent myself.
I said good day, sir!
No.
You can't handle
I
the
plead
building!
guilty. I plead guilty. I'm guilty.
Well, that was the game of deception. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a fun game to play with your friends. Another really fun game we played, and I think you're gonna like this video, is Hearing Things. You can watch that video right there on the left, or we've got something just for you here on the right. You know, YouTube picks it out, so you'll like it. Okay, bye.